people might not be able to go in now, that's right now that the Beartic might be a lot of Beartic acid might be having that a kind of offspring structures that living with it might be like that with the so that the fluctuation that the pump might have seen like some like a Janukid up and maybe like with that then that thing of that the waterfall that uh fluctuates might have for the excited seeing that and then as well might have wanted to let's play and do that thing as I wanted to be able to like client which like the one for exactly like the my stuff might have been what might have been like casing the master you know play the like the top to do might have attempted to climb up that jump up that and climb up the one for exactly like the my stuff might have failed and might have always and that and might maybe even might have started to like try might have been not different. So there was still at that point that the mama therapeutic at that point might have decided to that freeze like definitely that key of like the waterfall. Maybe at that point have the mama therapeutic maybe for like the waterfall loading it when I did that with it solely so that top to hot points could like play in that waterfall and climb up the waterfall. Now they're doing that what we have to set might consider consideration. So that we might consider right now for that about fair delay that the different that has so on that security in that system that the person waterfall and basically the one from that the waterfall that you have done back to like normal and at that point like as attained that roving shop to like find like the night camp as well in that waterfall having that open like state that in that time maybe along with the line like the shop and the open state so bit of joy at that point of feeling so that some moment there would be unfreezing like the waterfall at that point itself like and over going that the night camp would be straight away starting to like you know like the waterfall maybe so like that uh like and just get that when doing have to feel that I could enjoy and seeing like what I had seen there see that like snap that so like at that point from the feeling like and then trying mama the pick like so like to and like using it like no again like that the label like as program to see like this and like the project the mama the at that point would along with this so yeah and we might like say as the animal like this and like so like at that point I'm not calling that as maybe spending out one of the platforms and basically trying to like start it and stop that none of their pick from that carbon like it's not downloaded. So like in that battle I'm looking for ad for the one getting defeated by like the mama bear pick and that point like I'm looking like had cross feeding go to that run away from it that I did it like not that way like the mama bear pick is in the way and straight away once again breathing like the in that case like a one for them to now that in the so that way, like I'm from that point, I'm not referring while Astro and the really hiding from the fit like that. Then from a distance, like secretly with the technologies that you don't bring. So like at that point, I'm not referring that Mama Bear fit like facing that bring up it like the waterfall and basically falling off to now top choose it's like to have that so like at that point, like the customer so yeah, and basically excitedly jumping up and climbing up that waterfall. Now, so that at that point, I'm only playing as broken street comes to the realization that that's why the quality management video, which might be the news that we might check the mama way of quite let's say from the way about definitely so and that so that at that point itself when I'm different from like team market to that of like any sport that's but so group and well as like the mama way of and basically at that point like team market feel like they have come up with that into like a crazy ideas like plan involving like the activity of that graphic and then it to like this now challenge so like this that plan like a like team market like capture in the lot of like and would be capture that Beartic and electrical cables get in our channel. So like at that point, open between like as rocket key, Germany to like say electric graphic and electrical group like in the very good. Like so like in that battle, I'm going to use like and to use as like and going to like same rocket getting completed and like in that battle, I'm going to take a bit close to that waterfall like so you know waterfall and so different like the flags between like the means of like forming on like what and see and take of it like what you're sitting in how of like what open waterfall uh getting unbroken and they leave uh it's like Islamic territory, right? So like by the time they would have getting what it is, thing of the climate is like this level. So like at that point, I'm looking for an economic scientific black the group of black folk and things like this not so like at that point, I'm looking as looking at like the one point in that how problem and how problem kind of state that would be telling uh, the now the things that like now that structures can play and flying along with like side right there, along with like America jump and flying down like the waterfall on the front side while like the match up to the on the other side of the waterfall. So we know the line black hands pulling telling trying to communicate with the Imam of the African like the things that they will be that way like the capture as well as like when Magica that go playing on like coming up and lining up playing on the waterfall like telling it now and just another thing like for major aspect you might experience number of things right now is that there is some killer might have captured land. So they are like it's both in that department for that self reason and selfish realistic reasons and basically along the way like they are might have managed to that free itself and escape from that might have been one kind of activities and reasons for everything. So like that might be how that the graphic might have ended up close to that the waterfall. And at that point, that and they are like the graphic might have been feeling extremely lonely and away from its like home. The graphic might have been feeling extremely lonely, might have been extremely unstable to go like over nearby like a different length of graphic might have but like all the phone going to the screen all the program that graphic might have upload and write an different might have all time rate share on that graphic stability and either share on that share from that like the area surrounding the expert and ensure what make you actually is the new screen. So that thing graphic might have easily absolutely lonely while graphic might be at that point that like graphic might have for like the magical chemical before was the cleaning trend. So like at that point like graphic might have what we said that might have wanted to like jump along with like to play along with like stuff like that and climb up with the right four meters in the space of movement trend. So like it might have been what so graphic might have been doing that and like a system like the favorite was for might have to some person might have been what having particularly on trend. So like graphic might have been so like and like have been so focused on like planting a system for that like it might have been like traffic might have gotten to like the of like the waterfalls and like traffic might have people didn't realize that what had done like nothing to the waterfall and for so if traffic might have only realized that like so it might have been more than a system of so like that way traffic might have had absolutely intended clear traffic might have been giving and then the base experience really only might have been more than traffic definitely so and at the same time like the tech might know where how exactly to that back to its home that they are technically putting absolutely not check and yeah tech might be called as actual like how to back home so like I'm only bringing injury for like and about MSC what the prevention which might be the case when tech might be in that long and it might be the case that you know like like and from MSC like eventually figuring them out and basically helping traffic out to like return back to its home, like things in our that involved in up like concentrating like the magic up and basically having and watching like the magic up like jump up like door for from save enough distance so that like traffic don't face like doors for and then traffic like is not getting so like then what they call that and like and from and figuring that joy with like traffic and then ensuring to that person traffic back to the home is like this now I don't know like maybe around that time like so they might have captured and might have consequence to everything might have taken quite like take away their things in like the farm from his home that those villains are to maybe make him carry down and once again trying to like capture Beartic but like at that point like and so can you see that that in the and like defeating the and say run away just like in the that with the goal of the and very function right so like the payment injury insurance providing with the like their tips that actual home might be on the very top of like on the very peak of like the snowy mountain that like only ice time Pokemon alone might be able to like come where it might be that and may be unaffected by their recent browse might be less taxable like the may go injury and whatsoever. So like the even the theory conversion right now for like where it to like usually the least struggle to train to like into master putting in all that hard work and usually mastering like creating a nice scalp it's like very scenario that are working and the player will buy them is when I'm doing one like them it would be mastering like the creation like a nice scalp. So exactly when I'm talking like the perfect would be definitely succeeding in like a lot of traffic type of like scenario that are working like so like at that point like I'm looking for like perfect to be so later and so joyful and happy like and I'm looking for getting born that way happening today like the perfect and also with the dictionary that was the and that way like I'm right in the name of their friendship to doing that thing and on the one of the that perfect always placing and I can jump on it like failure exactly like also from that it's like the dictionary kind of it. So like eventually by the time you know and as strong and the scale like one technology in marketing base like even at that point of like it was in marketing base for the sense and also then while placing a giant kind of honestly like the like selected scenario that is the way right now. So that the main one of the instance right now for like as to like right now exactly like about like and one situation and also something from like second underground kind of like situation like I'm doing about and like to that telling that like access have so many Pokemon that can get and back to like process to be along the lines of the different has to like the regular like and the remaining of like and current Pokemon in like and current system like there might be Pokemon that may have like the power to like either climb and get as that to like some dog like flying Pokemon that and like throw it like as might be able to like get back to the front of front like and totally lying about it to like the was not and as telling that is that like actually is in there like that can only get back climb up that huge climb up and get hands back to like stuff with like to be along the lines without breathing and Pikachu as to be along the lines I'm broken and as telling that that chance to reduce that Beartic can do 15 or 300. So the player was very nice and cross normality from like some might not be having like any Pokemon, not even have like on might be able to I mean like still it might be able to stay and like the certification might be like the activity certificates definitely related. So the player was running that way them all putting their effort, faith, and hope, and believe. Them all believing in like their thing, being able to like get back and get access to like the sort of without facing the like the scenario that individual. So like all that pressure falling on their like and basically yeah like I'm different like often shouting out like even broken state and at like also shout telling their things that like they believe in like their things that they can do it's the minimum brain so like at that point I'm doing something Beartic to be also feeling the extreme guilt as well to like the due to lack actually like sort of situation being due to like Beartic. So the claim is Beartic that has been determination being formed within like Beartic and with like everyone believing in like Beartic like I'm sort of thing that has been after you almost like this like putting in and it's determination being formed within like Beartic so let's get communicate uh and back to like and with that sort of stuff with the name of things and with that absolute determination like and for different like Beartic carrying and figure on its back and literally with that has been found when like climbing up like the steep uh like height of like making of like the distance to making it to like something like without breathing ash into it to like the simple in the scenario ceremony. Like by the time Ash Beartic would have updated that as with climb and got Ash and to back to like the some of with like rock and see like by then like by the time Beartic would have made the sort of like Beartic would have mastered like when that control over like Beartic like I suppose it's like the scenario that people listening and I don't very right now. So that's the reason it's really interesting right now. That is as my bit of me like and my team up like as of like stealthy attempt to then do that stealthy training to that graphic by climbing up and getting hash to that the top to that is almost like and by then that hash might become that absolutely that graphic thing. So by doing that like graphic will be definitely managing to like gain that concentration of like and control over like graphics like I suppose my day down the line like hash might within so like hash might be at present totally. like it might be a life by ask about like ask about interviews like might be like that was the release the music